The main Python IDE I use when using the ArcGIS API for Python for standalone scripts is PyScripter. I'm just going to show in this video how we can download and install PyScripter and point it to use the ArcGIS API for Python, which comes when you install ArcGIS Pro. Now you don't need ArcGIS Pro to actually use the API. You can use pip install or conda or various other means to install the ArcGIS library, which is the ArcGIS API for Python. You're also more than welcome to use any IDE when following my workflows, but let's check out how we can get PyScripter. I'm over in sourceforge.net and I have a link below this video for this web page. Here we can see PyScripter IDE. I'm going to click this nice green download button. When my download is complete, it'll come up in the top right corner. And I'm going to click on the PyScripter setup executable. Now you can also go to your download folder or wherever you downloaded that executable. I'm going to click yes. I do want to allow this app to make changes to my device. I'm going to select my setup language as English. I'm going to accept the default folder in my C program files and PyScripter. I'll click next. For the select start menu folder, I'm going to accept the default and I'll click next. I like to have a desktop shortcut, so I'm going to select that option and I'll click next. And I will select install. There's some information here about the 64-bit version that's required for Windows. I'm going to click next. I'm going to leave launch PyScripter ticked. I'm going to click finish. PyScripter should open. When PyScripter opens, you are more than likely going to get this error. It's because it is not finding a Python engine. Now your installation might find a Python engine, but let me show you how you can point PyScripter towards Python. I'm going to click OK. And I get this Python versions box appear. I'm just going to close this down for now. I want to show you how to access that Python versions box, and it's through this Python symbol up here in the top in the toolbar. I'm going to click the Python versions and I'm going to click Setup Python Versions. And I need to point PyScripter to the Python executable. I'm going to open up ArcGIS Pro. And on the left hand side, I'm going to go to Settings. And we have this Package Manager on the left hand side. I'll click into that. And here we can see all the Python modules that come with ArcGIS Pro in the default Python environment. And it is this ArcGIS module that we want to access. On the right hand side, I'm going to click this cogwheel here for the Environment Manager. It opens up the Environment Manager and I want to copy this path to the ArcGIS Pro Python 3 folder. In that folder, there is a Python executable. Let me show you. If I scroll down, here it is right here. Once we give Python the folder that contains this executable, it will be pointing to our Python environment. I'll go back to PyScripter. I'm going to click on the plus here to add a Python version. And I'm going to paste in the path to my ArcGIS Pro Python 3 folder that I got from ArcGIS Pro. I'll click enter and I'll click select folder. We can see that this has been added to the Python versions box. I'm going to click the test selected Python version here. We get no errors, so that looks good. I'll close down that window. And on the left here, I'm going to activate selected Python version. We can see now we have this blue arrow that this is the current version. I'll close down the Python versions window. Up in the Python versions icon, I can see this one that is currently on. I'll go down to the Python interpreter and I'm going to import ArcGIS and click enter. We didn't get an import module error, which means we now have access to the ArcGIS API for Python. If you type arcgis.__version__ and hit enter, you'll get the current version of the ArcGIS API for Python that you are utilizing.